It's purple. So listen, I realized I was thinking earlier that I haven't really told my story. I mean, maybe bits and pieces of it, but I thought maybe today what I would do is kind of like briefly tell you about myself. Um, I have worked with intellectually challenged adults since I was 19 years old. I am now 57. I basically was forced into retirement a couple of years ago. It all started when I fell and landed on my right leg on the cement, and that messed up a vein, and the vascular doctor had to do surgery, and I think they put a pig vein in. Um, Before it got to that point, an infection set in on my leg, a blister come out on my toe, and I had a toe amputated. I had the vascular surgery done on my leg, and I had a stent put in my heart, all in a 3 day span. I spent about a month and a half in the hospital during the height of COVID. In 2019, I had a pacemaker put in, and then in 2020 is when I had the three surgeries. Since 2019, I've had 9 surgeries. I've had my thyroid removed. You can kind of still see a scar. The gentleman done a great job. Um, I have had COVID twice. I had a second surgery on my vascular on the same leg. My dog decided to knock me down and drag me through my front yard, which I sat in for 3 hours waiting on my husband to come home because I couldn't get up. And that ended up causing me to have a second surgery. And by the way, I still love my dog. Um, so, with all that being said, the thing is like we go through so much, all of us. Childhood trauma, I had so much of it. And then all the medical trauma. And, back when I was 20, 21, I mean, I had just started going through uh, urinary, excuse me, going through adenocarcinoma of the uterus. I had cancer of the uterus. It had hit stage 4, but I'm still here 30 plus years later. Um, Thank you, Lord. And they didn't really, when they said, hey, you're pre diabetic, that's where it began and ended. No one told me what to do, how to do it. I was young, I lived in a big city, and I was living life. I had almost, didn't make it. So when I did make it, I wanted to live my life to the fullest. So that's what I was doing. And so I didn't understand that I should be asking questions. And so, with technology today and how much better physicians and everyone has gotten, it's a lot different. But all them years ago, no, not so good. Um, so when I started this journey, I went on Ozempic from probably July or August of 22. Went off of it probably late December of 22. March 1st, I went on to Manjaro of 2023, and I've been on that since. I went from a 12.9 A1C, my last check, which I'm due in a couple of days, but my last check 3 months ago, I was at a 6.2. And even though I have a whole basket full of medical issues, okay, I can say I am probably healthier now than I've ever been. I've lost quite a few inches, but um, in that, we'll just say the year and a half on Manjaro, I've lost 25 pounds. Um, but I have learned so much. Like, the things that will hold you back are is your psyche, your mind, your mental stability, things from your past. So those are the things that you really have to work on. This is not, let's take a quick jab once a week and I'm going to miraculously be a new person. It doesn't work like that, guys. Okay. Um, I have battled with my past. I have battled with my future. I have battled with the present. I have dealt with people body shaming and bullying. People saying, oh, now I had an A1C of 12.9, but I had somebody come online one day and go, oh, well, you're taking Manjaro away from folks that need it. Excuse me? I have an A1C of 12.9. You don't think I need Manjaro? Okay. Yeah, okay. Um, I've had people say, you're taking the easy way out. Um, I've had to retrain my brain on how I think and how I feel and what I eat and what I do. And there are days when I don't want to get out of bed, but I have to make myself get up and I have to do some kind of intentional movement every day. And that has been so hard for me. I sat for a year with a free gym membership and never went to the gym. Um, Talk about procrastination, and it wasn't that I was lazy. It's because I hurt all the time. I've been chasing dragons, guys. Like, I have an autoimmune. I'm not sure what that looks like right now because we're still in the process. It's all new. Um, I have dealt with all kinds of things. I've had to do iron infusions. I have all kinds of medical things that just keep popping up, and it's like I fix one thing, two more pop up. But this is what happens, guys, when you are unhealthy and you don't take care of yourself. And yes, I'd like to say that it's all somebody else's fault, but I should have been smart enough. I am not a stupid person. Okay, I should have been smart enough to know to ask questions, but I didn't. Part of that was my past growing up. Part of it was whatever. Um, the point is like, ask questions. And if you don't feel like you're getting answers, find somebody else to ask questions to. Don't stop. Keep going. You will find somebody that'll give you the answers. I promise. Okay. Um, but I mean, I've had a toe amputated. It's just ridiculous the things that's happened to me. And I'm here to tell you, as God is my witness, I will not give up. I hold myself accountable on this camera all the time. And then I'm the kind of person, I don't want to let people down. So now I've just put my foot in my mouth, and whether I want to give up or not, now I can't. And that's my way of keeping myself in check and knowing that I have to at least do the minimal. If I don't get up and do anything but just walk around my house all day just to get some intentional movement, I have to do it. Because if I don't, then I'm not just letting everybody else down, I'm letting myself down. And I've let myself down my whole life. I won't do that ever again. Okay? And we as a society have been taught to look down our noses at people who are different or overweight or whatever the case may be. People body shame. They bully. And so not only am I fighting the battle of purple, okay, and all my issues, but I get on here every day hoping that I am helping fight the battles of everybody else. I don't want people to feel alone. I don't want people to feel like they have nowhere to turn. I want people to know that there is somebody out there that cares and will always, always care. I will be here for you guys no matter what. Okay, no matter what my journey looks like, no matter where I go with my journey, I will always be here to show support, to be the ear if you need one, to give you that virtual hug if you need one, to give you a pep talk, kick you in the butt, whatever it takes. to keep you going, I will be that person. I've given up on a lot of things, but the one thing I can say is I usually try to always keep my word. And if I don't, there's a reason. Okay? So please, if you have any questions or anything, or, anything about my journey, anything that you want to know, as long as you're being sincere and you're not just trying to be a bully and body shame and that sort of thing, I'm an open book. I will answer anything if it helps you. You know, um, please feel free to ask. And you can find me on YouTube at Purples Dash Journey, or on TikTok at Purples Dash Journey 2024. Um, we have a great group of people. I love my family. My TikTok family and my YouTube family combined, we have become a sisterhood that no one can tear down. And I might say, in that sisterhood, we have a brother, and that's Crazy Cooley at Crazy Cooley on YouTube and on TikTok. And he is he is so precious to all of us. We love him dearly. Um, he really shows support to us women, and really cares about not only us as women but our journey. And so we don't want to leave him out. Um, I could not do this without my extra support. I have my friends and family, but life gets busy sometimes and they can't always be around. And, and they don't always understand. They try, but they don't always understand because they're not going through this. Okay. But my folks on TikTok and YouTube, wow, they're there. And our new saying is this: um, united we stand, and together we win. And I just want to give a shout out to our misfits. I love you guys. I love you. One of my misfits, Miss Ginger, she got me this cup. She knows I love dragonflies. And it says, I'm a dragon lady. I was born with the soul of a hippie, the heart of a dragonfly, and the spirit of a fairy. And that is so true. Thank you, Miss Ginger. Um, if you need a good family and good support, come look us up. We're always here. We're always willing to help. And I don't know, we don't ever seem to sleep. There's somebody almost always on, ready to be that support. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here on my channel and for following my journey. And I hope that I can just show the same kind of kindness to everyone. I love you guys. I love my family, the Misfits. Mwah. And just remember, Purple says, if you're going to be a badass, do it right. Be the best badass you can be. Bye, guys.